Had a pork chop left over from my dinner last night. We're just gonna slide him in there, and by lunchtime that'll be nice and hot. I need that. Okay, she's a rainy shitty day, just warming up the machine. I'm not going to be doing any digging today, but I'm going to do some more slashing. I'm going to take out the paddock on the other side, so we've got to go right down the drive, up the road, and then chop the fence out. We'll sort that out later. Yeah, so we'll get organised and we'll come back. Down there. Alrighty, give you an update. Still waiting on the trucks. Bring the gravel in, or the brown rock. But I did some slashing on the other side, as you can see, and I've got that video there. Clean that up. And owner was nice enough to come down here this morning with his weedy whacker and whacked the weeds. She's a ways down. Yeah, so we'll just be backfilling this lip. It's actually pretty stable. I was probably a bit more worried yesterday than I probably should have been, but you know, I mean, there's rocks and crap all through it, but you know, I mean, you don't know when it's covered in bloody vegetation, you know what the hell's going on. So he also weedy whacked through a little path through here for me, which is just nice. I'm sorry about the rain if it's on the lens. It's a rainy day, can't help that. Okay, so this is actually the spillway now. Now normally this runs 24/7 in the winter months, you know, and I'm thinking what we shall do is pull out these rocks, quite possibly seal in at this point, this rock here, seal that, and then put a culvert right here and bring the culvert around that corner. The first culvert will get me to around about there, to that where that old post is, and then and leave this as an emergency spillway as well. But having the culvert further down there, kind of, well, actually we want to, I don't know, we'll figure out the levels later, but well, I mean, this is the level that the pond sort of gets to, but it fair honkies through here, you know. It gets going through here in the months. I don't know how deep this grass is. I've just slashed it down, but it's all heavy kaikuia. Right, so this is the problem. So we've had a bit of slippage on this edge as well, and I think I'm going to end up coming in through this way and bench my way in through here, and once I'm down in there I can start pulling in. I don't want to pull anything in from this side because that's the dam. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of soil there to play with, but I don't want to, I want to leave that all in situ, and yeah, we'll leave it there. So I haven't even been down. Oh, possum poo there too. Alright, cool. So I want to get a lot of these rocks out, backfill this up, and then yeah, basically end up with a dish like that, weed mat down, plant it. I want all this to be filled in and compacted, tracked off, but let's go for a bit of a walk, eh? This is all, I mean, it's solid clay, it's mushy, but it's solid. And I mean, you see, I mean, this is this wall 3 meters, more or less or more. Yeah, just go for it. See, it's still running. That's what's getting me. It's coming from somewhere, but at least I know it's coming from up that way. Yeah, see, we've been falling all back all through here. And it's mushy. It's really mushy. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with this bit because it is wet. Oh. Yeah. And then at this point we're back down to creek bed. It's a pretty big rock. So yeah, from here on in, I'm not too worried. I may sort of maybe slash my way down there, but see, all of this stuff here, it's all going to be wet, shitty slop, and it's not going to be fun to deal with at all. But you can see that see if I can get this on the camera right. That line, that is the original ground level, and then you can see what they've filled on top, and they haven't really compacted it very well. I would assume just machine packed. I don't know, but anyway. So anyway, we're going to keep on keeping on, and we're going to hopefully get to a point where it's going to be usable. I mean, it may be a case of some of this greenery I've got to get out of here as well. Maybe a case of do a little bit, let it dry, do a little bit, let it dry. I was going to bring in some drain pipe and find up there where the water is and divert it in the meantime, so that this can actually have a chance to dry. And I think I may do that. I might do that tomorrow. Possibly get myself benched up in here, dig all that grass and crap, find the rocks, get 30 meters of Novacoil, they call it here. It's just a black polyethylene pipe, and yeah, put that in place, bury it over later, and just sacrifice it. Might be the best course of action, because I mean, under there, it's all worked out under there. I haven't been down in here before today. I just couldn't get down here, but yeah, I can hear water running up in there. It's a mess. What a mess. Okay. Anyway, if anyone else has got a better idea, chuck it in the comments and let me know, because yeah. Alright, well, we're just waiting for the truck to arrive. A little update. I've just realised, I think I know in the middle of the dam why it's actually failed there. I think in that rain event, it was supposed to be a 1 in 500 year event, but we seem to get it every year, or something close to it. But in that area there where it's failed, it's lower, and I think the other end got so overwhelmed that it started coming over the middle, and that's why this side is washed out. So what I may end up doing is actually forming an emergency spillway at this end, because I've got a lot of vegetation, well established vegetation, and good earth through here, and I may even end up throwing a bunch of riprap down there as well, just to contend with anything that does happen to come over the top. But I wouldn't think I'd need to, but with the grass and the manuka tree there, all the trees, it would find its way down there pretty good. And worst case scenario, it's a lot easier to fix this end in the future than it is to fix that end. So yeah, we're learning as we go. Hey, oh, that truck smoked up that hill, easy as. Alright, so we've got second load in, and I've got sort of fairly filled, just loose on top, but I've been throwing a bit of grass and crap in the top because I want the grass to actually take off, and that'll help with the with it to be a bit more stable. But it's certainly solid, definitely solid. Yeah, so you can see this is the back end of it. So that's effectively through here is 10 tonnes. So so I mean, you see what I mean by the rocks. There's plenty of rocks, and there's another layer of rocks below that. And I mean, this, you know, these rocks that I'm standing on, they're huge, they're absolutely massive. So yeah, I mean, all of that. I mean, I got a feeling, I mean, there's moss on there, so it slipped over a year ago. So yeah, all good. Alright, well, that's it for today, folks. Bit of digger reaction today, and bit of slasher reaction, and I'm gonna have to speed a lot of it up, which some people don't like, but you know, I've got to fit a lot of material into a fairly short video. I mean, if you want long videos, let me know, and I'll do long videos. I can do them up to an hour, you know, 45 minutes an hour. Sorry about the wind, but yeah, let me know. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow, loading more of this into the hole, and possibly getting something up in the top end. Alright, till then, part 3.